Hello friends, welcome to this new lecture. In this lecture, we are going to learn about prompt engineering with GitHub Copilot. So let's jump into the action. Prompt engineering is the art of carefully crafting inputs to get the specific response or behavior from an AI system. As we want to get the best output from an AI system, we need to learn prompt engineering. For example, asking GitHub Copilot to write a Docker file to deploy a Java application on Tomcat server is sending a prompt to GitHub Copilot for code generation. If we want to use the minimum number of prompts to get this Docker file generated by Copilot, we need to learn prompt engineering. Hence, as DevOps and DevSecOps engineer, we need to learn prompt engineering to write such Docker files and Terraform files with the help of GitHub Copilot with minimum number of prompts to complete our work efficiently and quickly. Now, since we have understood the term prompt engineering and we saw a simple example of code generation with GitHub Copilot, let's see some strategies in prompt engineering for GitHub Copilot. And the first strategy in prompt engineering for GitHub Copilot is start general and then be specific. Let's understand this strategy in a bit more detail. First, we need to give GitHub Copilot a broad description of the topic, and then we need to go to the specific. For example, if as a DevOps engineer, we need GitHub Copilot to write a Terraform file, using this strategy, we will ask GitHub Copilot first to write a Terraform file to create an EC2 instance, which is giving broad description. Then we will tell GitHub Copilot that this EC2 instance should be created in US East 2 region, which is region specific information. And this is the strategy where we first provided a broad description of the topic to GitHub Copilot and then we provided specific details about this task. I hope you are now clear about the basics of this strategy in prompt engineering where we start general then be specific. Now let's see a demonstration where we will provide a prompt to GitHub Copilot asking to write a Terraform file to create the EC2 instance. First, we are providing a broad description of the topic. Then we are providing specific details about the task, which is this EC2 instance should be present in US East 2 region with latest Amazon Linux AMI, and the name of this EC2 instance should be eSecurity Guru. So let's copy this prompt and test it with GitHub Copilot that we enabled in github.com. Let me copy this prompt. I'll copy this prompt. I'll switch to GitHub Copilot in github.com. I will delete our previous conversation by clicking on these three dots, then clicking on delete conversation option. Now we will start a fresh conversation with GitHub Copilot. I will paste the prompt in the text box. We are asking GitHub Copilot to write a Terraform file to create EC2 instance. The EC2 instance should be present in the US East 2 region with the latest Amazon Linux AMI. The EC2 instance name should be eSecurity Guru. Let's hit enter and send the prompt to Copilot. And you can see we have received the response from GitHub Copilot in a very short span of time. Let's understand the response. So GitHub Copilot says, here is a Terraform configuration file to create EC2 instance in US East 2 region with latest Amazon Linux AMI. And the name given to this EC2 instance is eSecurity Guru. Let's validate the Terraform syntax. First, we have been given the provider AWS, which is accurate, where we are defining the region as US East 2. Now within the AWS instance resource block, the name has been given as eSecurity Guru to this resource block. The AMI, which stands for Amazon Machine Image, has been defined in this block. Moving forward, the instance type is T2 micro. The tags given to this EC2 instance for providing its name is eSecurity Guru. Then in the data block, we are filtering for the Amazon machine image, which is Amazon 2 machine image, and star is a wildcard that has been used while selecting Amazon 2 machine image and with the suffix as GP2. And that's how GitHub Copilot has read our clear instructions in the prompt and provided us this Terraform file. And it has also explained the Terraform file. This Terraform file sets the AWS provider to use in US East 2 region. It defines a data source to find latest Amazon Linux 2 AMI. Then it creates an EC2 instance with T2 micro type using latest Amazon Linux 2 AMI and tags the instance with name eSecurity Guru. It has also given the instructions to run this file. We can save this content in a file named main.terraform. We then need to run terraform init, terraform plan and terraform apply to create the EC2 instance. I hope you are now clear about the first strategy that we saw in prompt engineering for GitHub Copilot, which is start general, then be specific, where we asked GitHub Copilot to create an EC2 instance and then we provided specific details that we want to see in this EC2 instance. And we have got the Terraform file with us. I hope you are now clear about this strategy in prompt engineering. In the next lecture, we are going to learn about the next strategy in prompt engineering, where we will provide examples to help GitHub Copilot to understand the ask in order to get the accurate response from GitHub Copilot. So stay tuned. We will also provide the demonstration by providing a prompt to GitHub Copilot. Thanks for watching. See you in the next lecture.